Hello, friends. Welcome to the End Trend. We are back to you with the important and the most interesting legal news of this week. The news for the video was referred from Law Times Journal, a one stop destination for the Indian legal fraternity. Now, moving on to the legal highlights. First, Children Friendly Center at Kerala Police Station. The Director General of Police of Kerala, Loknath Behera, inaugurated child friendly centers at 15 police stations in the state to create an atmosphere where children can lodge complaint without fear of anything. The center was inaugurated virtually and the event was attended by various seniors via video conferencing. Supreme Court asked Sameer Thakkar to move to High Court for Article 32. The Supreme Court refused to entertain the petition under Article 32 for transfer and consolidation of investigation in the FIR related to Sameer Thakkar's Twitter posts against CM of Maharashtra and other cabinet ministers. The Apex Court further asserted that it will not entertain petition under Article 32 and the petitioner should approach the High Court where they can uphold their fundamental rights and also can protect it. Next, review petition in Supreme Court against Shaheen Bagh judgment. Against the verdict of the Supreme Court in the case pertaining to the Shaheen Bagh protest in Delhi, a review petition has been filed in the Supreme Court. Next, 16 booked by CBI for alleged defamatory post on social media against top court and Andhra High Court judges. For alleged defamation of the Supreme Court and the Andhra Pradesh High Court judges, the Central Bureau of Investigation has booked 16 people. They are also booked for targeting and defaming the Indian judiciary. Next, Supreme Court refused to direct lawmakers' elections as null and void. The Supreme Court on Monday, 16 November, refused to pass any order or direction to the Union of India to declare as null and void the election of members of the Legislative Assembly and the members of Parliament charge sheeted for more than a year for offences punishable for 5 or more years of imprisonment. Justice L. Nageshwara Rao said that while refusing to pass the order, these are the legislative issues within the exclusive domain of Parliament. We do not want to pass any order on these issues. Next, Karnataka state government directed by the High Court to compensate students who couldn't avail benefits of midday meal scheme. The state government of Karnataka has been directed by the High Court of Karnataka to appropriately help the students avail the benefit of the midday meal scheme, which they were denied due to coronavirus pandemic from 31st May. The government was asked to furnish the information regarding the ways and the time needed compensate each and every student entitled to the scheme. Next, an employee who retired on 31st of a month not entitled to increment, Himachal Pradesh High Court. An employee who has retired on the 31st of a month cannot claim the benefit of an increment which became due on the 1st of the next month, as on that day his status is not that of an employee but of a pensioner, held the Himachal Pradesh High Court. Next, Delhi High Court. Petition under Section 9 of Arbitration Act cannot be disposed of ex parte, especially when coercive orders are passed. A single judge bench of Justice Pratibha M. Singh has passed the judgment stating that the power to pass and add interim orders under Section 9 of the Arbitration Act are not in doubt. However, disposal of the petitions without issuing notice and hearing the respondent as well as directing the coercive orders of possession would be violative of the principles of natural justice. Next, Allahabad High Court gets 28 permanent judges. On Tuesday, the central government appointed 28 additional judges of the Allahabad High Court as permanent judges of the High Court. Next, Jammu Court. Government to establish district-level marriage counseling centers with regard to the rising instances of dowry death. Recently, an additional sessions court at Jammu called on the state government to establish marriage counseling centers in all districts of Jammu and Kashmir to provide marriage and relationship counseling to couples and their families in view of the rising crimes related to dowry demands. Further, the court held that the counseling centers proposed should be entrusted with the responsibility of pre-marital post-marital parleys between the families of the couple to ensure a harmonious and peaceful settlement of matrimonial misunderstandings. Next, FIAPO to Delhi High Court. Zoological Authority of India not taking proper care of animals. Federation of Indian Animals Protection Organization has informed the High Court of Delhi by submitting that the Zoological Authority of India is not administering proper care of monitoring the animals kept in captivity in circus. Next, Haryana State Legal Services Authority conducts first online refresher training program for mediators. The Haryana State Legal Services Authority, after initiation of E-Lok Adalat, E-Mediation, Daily E-Lok Adalat in the state of Haryana, HALSA, is conducting online refresher training program for the mediators. First online training program in Northern region was inaugurated by Executive Chairperson, HALSA, Mrs. Justice Daya Chaudhary, Judge Punjab in Haryana, High Court, Chandigarh. Next, Delhi High Court. Government says any person in his personal vehicle must wear a mask. Personal vehicle is not a private zone. Before the Delhi High Court, the state government has asserted that a personal vehicle is not a private zone and any person in it must wear a mask compulsorily. The statement was made after the petition was filed by an advocate seeking a compensation of Rs 10 lakh after he was fined Rs 500 for not wearing a mask while driving. Supreme Court upholds Uttar Pradesh government decision raising cut-off marks for Shiksha Mitras. The Supreme Court bench of Justice UU Lalit and Justice MM Shantanugodhar upheld that the UP government's decision about increasing cut-off marks for 2019 recruitment of 69,000 Shiksha Mantris, assistant teachers to 65 and 60 for the general and reserved categories respectively. Next, JPC summons Visa and MasterCard for Data Protection Bill. The Joint Parliamentary Committee on the Data Protection Bill has sent summons to representatives of Visa and MasterCard. The move suggests that the panel could shift its focus to provisions regarding data localization in the law. The panel led by BJP MP Meenakshi Lekhi said that they will also summon PayPal, another popular payment gateway, and Cybal, that is, a cyber threat intelligence firm. Next, Rajasthan High Court. Use of A4 size paper with double-sided printing should be mandatory in all courts. The PIL has been filed by a law student, Akriti Agrawal, through advocate Sumit Singhal against an indefinite combination of both legal size paper and A4 size paper being used in different courts. The using of legal size paper is a British colonial practice and has been making justice only costly and inaccessible, she has stated in her plea. Further, the petitioner has contended that it is harmful for the environment and has also referred that the Supreme Court has already implemented the use of A4 size paper with double-sided printing. The implementation of printing both the sides have already been permitted in the Supreme Court and the High Courts of Calcutta, Kerala, Sikkim and Tripura, and a similar plea is pending consideration before the Karnataka High Court. Next, Kochi Corporation and PWD directed by the High Court of Kerala to make roads and footpaths convenient for the differently abled. A PIL was filed by Dr. P.A. Mary Anitha, who is a chairperson of an NGO. She submitted that the poor maintenance and lack of arrangements is causing problem to the differently abled persons. The order was passed with respect to the same. Next, Delhi High Court. Notice issued seeking registration of marriage of the same-sex couples under Hindu Marriage Act. The court issued notice to the Union of India in a plea seeking registration of marriages of the same-sex couple under the Hindu Marriage Act and has also directed to file a counter affidavit within 4 weeks. The court has also noted that a similar is already pending which seeks marriage equality for the same-sex couples under the Special Marriage Act. Therefore, the court has listed up both the matters together on 14 January 2021. Next, Supreme Court issues notice to Kerala government on plea to fix retirement age as 60 for all government servants. The Supreme Court stays order release issued by the Indian Navy to a woman officer without considering her claim for permanent commission. The Supreme Court on October 29 extended the deadline for giving permanent commission to women officers in the Navy to 31st December. Next, Supreme Court Uttarakhand government to demolish illegal religious structures on public land till 31st May 2021. Next, Karnataka High Court cites Supreme Court order in Arnab Goswami case to grant bail to a channel MD. Karnataka High Court cited the recent order passed by the Supreme Court in Arnab Goswami's case to grant anticipatory bail to Rakesh Shetty, managing director and editor of Power TV, in an alleged case of extortion. Next, termination of female feticide is a destruction of women of future. High Court. While rejecting the anticipatory bail plea of a person for an offence under Preconception and Prenatal Diagnostic Techniques Act 1994, the Punjab and Haryana High Court stated in the case Hassan Mohammed versus State of Haryana. In a civilized society, the sex of fetus cannot be determining factor for having a lease of life to see this world. If permitted, the consequences would be devastating. The civilization itself would be endangered. The court further observed that the determination of the sex of the fetus is a malice which is affecting the society day in and day out, and the same needs to be curbed. Despite dedicated legislation, the menace has no left society. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you liked the video. If yes, please don't forget to comment, share and subscribe to our channel. See you next week. Till then, take care and be safe. Thank you.